You're staring right at a heavily armored tank weighing tens of tons. Not on a battlefield, but in the most massive plowing operation you've ever seen. This is the Case IH Quadtrac 715. Don't let its gigantic size fool you. This machine glides over the earth so smoothly you could place a glass of water inside the cabin without spilling a single drop. The secret lies in its 4 independent track systems. Perfect weight distribution turns a muddy swamp into its own private highway. But it can't do it alone. Trailing behind this beast is its secret weapon, the ultra-heavy, oversized Bourgault seeding system. Look at its wingspan unfolding. It's as wide as a commercial jet. Ever wonder how they control such a colossal system with just one driver? Everything is automated via satellite and radar fire tracking. The margin of error is measured in millimeters. Tens of thousands of seeds are shot into the ground with absolute precision in both speed and coordinates. When night falls, the real game begins. The LED headlights tear through the darkness, turning the farm into a sleepless mega construction site. Because in modern agriculture, weather is the enemy and time is money. Everything must happen at lightning speed. Every passing hour, this machine devours hundreds of liters of fuel, but in return, it plows and seeds an area equivalent to dozens of football fields. This isn't just a tractor. This is a mobile, technological fortress, reshaping global food production. And you know what the craziest part is? What you're seeing is just the wall. Up next, we'll watch it make a sharp turn, carrying its entire payload. Think a massive block of metal like this would be bulky and sluggish. Think again. Look at the way it crushes the ground. Every steel muscle is flexing. Tens of thousands of hectares of dormant, arid land are suddenly awakened. This terrifying pulling power was born to conquer any type of terrain. Looking down from above, you truly realize how small we humans are compared to nature, and how magnificent mechanical engineering is to create an entity that controls such a vast expanse. Have you ever seen two giants waltzing together on a field? A smooth pass-by that looks straight out of a sci-fi spaceship movie. Everything is programmed for zero collisions. That Bourgault trailer in the back isn't just a seed tank. It's actually an agricultural laboratory, meticulously calculating the exact amount of seeds and fertilizer to pump pure life straight into Mother Earth. A steep incline, sinking mud. The Quadtrac 715 swallows every obstacle whole. Its flexible chassis grips the earth tightly. In the dictionary of these veteran operators, there is no such word as confidence. Look at that dust cloud rolling up like a mini desert sandstorm. That's the brutal price of ploughing. But behind that hazy curtain, millions of green shoots are destined to sprout. But wait, what happens if one of these complex systems malfunctions in the middle of nowhere? The truth is, the tractor's AI brain runs self-diagnostics and reports errors back to headquarters before the driver even notices. Now watch how it handles this tight corner. Unbelievable, agile, neat, and strangely smooth. A rigid block of metal dancing as skillfully as a sports car. One machine working alone is staggering enough. But what if a whole fleet marches forward side by side? This raw power could turn any wasteland into the world's breadbasket. If you had $1 million, would you want to sit on this throne? In the middle of a massive wasteland, what determines the life and death of a harvest? The secret lies in timing and absolute precision. Beneath that dry crust, each seed is being planted at a golden ratio. The Bourgault system operates like a giant 3D printer out here, but it doesn't print plastic. It prints life. Notice how the machine automatically lifts its plows the moment it reaches the field's edge. Not a single wasted movement, not a single wasted sprout. Machines are teaching humanity the ultimate lesson in optimization. And do you notice the fascinating paradox? We build these fuel-guzzling monsters just to nurture nature. It sounds ironic, but it's the only lifeline we have to feed billions across the globe. Surprisingly, beneath that rugged steel shell lies a millimeter-perfect gentleness toward the earth. The colossal pressure is flawlessly distributed across the tracks, so the soil isn't overly compacted, allowing fragile roots to easily stretch and dig deep. Crossing these endless plains, the convoy lines up exactly like a squadron of fighter jets gliding across the land. The only difference is they bring hope, not destruction. Widening the perspective to a cinematic 16:9 ratio, we can truly capture the grandeur of this scene. A hazy dust storm trails behind, but a clear horizon lies ahead. A masterpiece of mechanical engineering that no museum could ever contain. From this angle, who would think this is a muddy hands kind of job? In reality, the driver is commanding a terrestrial space station. Chilly air conditioning, flashing touchscreens, and real-time GPS yield tracking. When the silhouette of that giant red supply truck appears in the distance, it marks the start of a new resupply cycle. The ploughing beast is hungry, and it needs to be loaded up with seeds and nutrients so the supply chain never breaks. This synchronized coordination between the central tractor and the supply truck is like a flawless waltz out in the open fields. Speed, power, and artificial intelligence have completely surpassed the limits of human labor. As the day ends, the seeding script closes, handing the space back to darkness and the silent germination of nature. You've just witnessed humanity's greatest machine in the battle to cultivate life. If you respect this mechanical power, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next epic blockbusters.